Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
And his top speed, according to Next Gen Stats, and even 19 miles an hour. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
18, pioneer. Hurry, 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 hurry.
Second down, here's Willis. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of the opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This take it in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Pardon, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now a run up the middle with Drake. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they do finally get him at the 12. 63 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
That time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Willis now off of play action. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. 7-7, our score after 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Pierce now up the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll go with the option. Coming right. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They'll run here with Pierce. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. Now guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Pierce. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is... Just created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
Gay is on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Texans 14, Titans 7.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up. And now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive moving forward.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Over the dime look on defense, two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mills now. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Mills on first down. The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Play fake. Mills. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
3rd down, it's Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2nd and 9 now. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker.
And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 40.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They begin with Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Hey, smash Broncos!
Willis out of the gun.
inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Willis going to try to run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Malik Willis keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Titans are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd down throw coming by Willis. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. On now is the Titans punter, standing just about on his own goal line. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Ross on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Willis backed up near his goal line here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Escaping the pressure right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Let's go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Ready.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Extra point attempt here still to come. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mills looking to throw it. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. He's got room at the 30.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they run off tackle with Drake. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here's Mills.
And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Check pass, check pass. Left wing 19. 19 tight, 19 tight.
One final try for Willis.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Texans are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging.